Okay, Sistas fans, so it looks like KJ and Chido, aka Andi and Gary, have a combination article here on TV Line. You know, as I always do, in the video I'm going to go over the article / interview, and if you want to check it out for yourself, I will leave a link in the comment section below. Alright, the stars preview Gary's wild attempts to win Andi back. Usually when a couple breaks up on a television show, one or both of them, I'm seriously trying to wrap my head around these two as a quote-unquote couple. One or both of the broken-hearted lovebirds flies far away, unless there is a child involved or some sort of workplace stronghold. Well, wasn't it like in season 2 where Gary kept saying, I'm going to go to New York, basically giving sort of an ultimatum like, hey, if you don't get back together with me or whatever, then I got my plane ticket and I'm gone. And all of us were saying the same thing. Then pack your bags and get the hell out of here. You approached Andi like 3 times at her apartment, in the parking garage of her job, after she's explicitly made it clear she wants nothing to do with you, but you just kept on coming back and just leave already. As fans of Sistas can attest, the wildly popular BET nighttime soap isn't like other TV offerings, and that's why Gary won't leave Andi alone, even though they are not engaged anymore. They're not even together anymore. After shaming her for taking part in a threesome with Robin and moving out of her apartment, Gary keeps popping up, which again is nothing that we should be surprised by. At the start of season 4, he gave her a $500,000 Rolls Royce full of designer shopping bags. He even had a group of fake police officers pull her over to serenade her until Karen yelled at them to stop and made them leave. But Gary's mission to win Andi is far from over, and when Sistas airs this week, he'll surprise her with more acts of love. But are they really acts of love? I don't know. But will it be too little too late, and did he break into her apartment? Again, based on season 4 spoilers, her apartment is probably going to be empty and everything's going to be at that penthouse. Okay. Both of the stars have their theories on just how far the successful hedge fund manager is willing to go and when and if Andi shuts down his efforts once and for all. To be completely honest, what exactly could she do outside of legal influence, because she's a freaking lawyer, to make Gary stop? Because Gary knows, and I hate to say it, well, even Andi said it herself, she's weak compared to the likes of Karen and Danny. She's just not a strong-willed woman. Career-wise, yes. In terms of the heart, no. It's fun to create this character who makes fans sick, Chido says. I play the character everyone loves to hate even more than they hate Hayden and Karen. And that's saying a lot. No one gets quite the reaction like Gary. I'm not going to lie. I don't think Gary is the most hated character on the show. I think he's like one of the most annoying, even though I feel Hayden is kind of in that spot too. I think Gary is not the most hated character on the show. Like I said before, especially with him now linking up with Zach and hopefully leading him to more success, Gary is a bit more tolerable. I think fans just roll their eyes whenever he and Andi have scenes together because it's season 4. We know that the rhythm of these two characters, so we honestly don't care. The only thing to hate about the Gary Andi stuff is that it takes time from the Zatima stuff that all the fans want to see. I honestly feel that Karen is the most hated character, even more than Hayden, because Hayden has gotten his ass beat and whatnot, so he's eating humble pie, but we know he's not going to stop. I think Karen is the most hated character on Sistas, in my opinion. After playing Gary for 4 seasons, Chido says he knows the character's good and bad sides. In many ways, Gary is Mr. Right. He's tall, dark, and handsome, and he has the money. But if you take a closer look, he's all wrong for Andi because he's controlling and manipulative. At least Chido is self-aware. Gary could become a better person, he's just not there yet. Bro, you tried to crush her ribs, man. That's not going to stop him from trying to win back Andi at all costs. Sometimes I'll read the script and say, Tyler, I'm back in her house again. Okay, I'm sorry. I got to reread that. I literally bust out laughing mid-sentence because I'm like, dude, he's saying what we've all been saying. Okay. Sometimes I'll read the script and I'll say, Tyler, I'm back in her house again. I thought Gary moved out. This is the 10th time Gary said he was going to leave and move out. Bro, that just lets you know that the actors feel like we do. It's like, but didn't he say last week he was gone? What the hell is he popping up 2 episodes later for? See, that's the kind of stuff I'd do if I were an actor. I'd be like, Mr. Perry, but I thought this. Oh, okay, never mind. Okay, I'm good. Yeah, the check cleared for my last episode, so I'll keep working, Mr. Perry. Am I doing good, Mr. Perry? Okay. I'm sorry, I'm just teasing. If Gary were to go away, that would put Chido out of work. So the trick is finding something better for Gary to do, such as becoming Zach's friend. Damn it! I said this in my video! Didn't I say it in my video? I said it in my video. I said the way to make Gary more redeemable, as well as extend and make Chido's appearance on the show make sense, is to have him link up with another character. I said it! I said it! I said it. Okay. KJ also believes Gary has a part to play, even if Andi moves on without him or starts dating Robin. Andi still sees the potential in Gary, but potential is not enough if the person isn't right for you. If you hang on too long, you'll go through more stuff than you need to, and nobody has time for that. We're all catching each other at different parts of our evolution of self. Timing matters. Have you ever had an ex that was still in your life in a different capacity? Unfortunately, that is the case for Gary. You know what? I love this article because it's self-aware. I feel like Chido's part stood out more than KJ's, only because of the fact that Chido is saying the same stuff we've all been saying. You know what? If I saw Chido in person, I wouldn't even hate the man. I'm like, you know what, brother? I feel for it. Hey, I understand. We on the same page. But, yeah, it's kind of like, the whole Preston thing. We see him interacting with Karen now, and we're just getting kind of a different mix and match of the characters, and I really like that. It really, again, explains the reason why certain characters are still on the show, even though if they were written out, it wouldn't really tick people off. But again, it justifies them still being there, as well as Tyler still cutting them a check on the show. So let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. I thought I'd have a lot more to say, but the fact that the actors spoke for me just shows you that I'm like, okay, you know what? I think I'm good. So just like the episode synopsis for all the episodes, I've already done the video on that, show that Gary's still going to be trying this bull crap. It's like Andi either put a stop to it or not, or just, I don't know. So, with that being said, let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Hit the thumbs up button to show you like the video. Follow me on social media. Links are in the description below. If you want to donate, feel free to do so on PayPal or Cash App. It isn't mandatory, but appreciated. And if you want to help out the channel in another way, hit subscribe and hit the bell icon and select all. You're actually helping yourself. That way you don't miss out when I post content on the channel. And well, if your notifications aren't working, you may need to unsubscribe. Hit subscribe again, hit the bell, and select all, and it should work. Now, thanks so much for tuning in. I will leave a link to the article in the comment section below, and I'll catch you all in the next one.